Okay.
Good evening, everybody.
Evening, Sean.
Everybody hear me all right? Good?
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. All right, let me just take a little roll call first, guys. Give me 1 second, please, as I go through everybody's names. All right, everybody. I got Allie, Connor, Sean, Ved, Noah, Jonathan, Matthew, Tanish, Alex. All right, everybody here?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, well, welcome, buddy, guys. June 10th, our Wednesday night class. Just want to welcome, buddy. I thank you for you or parents responding back to me. If you haven't, please just respond back to my text. All right, I'm just getting consensus, and I don't have a definitive date yet, but we have a lot of different thoughts in mind going forward and on there. So if you have not already, just make sure mom and dad or you guys text me back from my general text the other day. Deal?
Yes, sir.
Right. Tuesday night, we left off on Fuku Kumite, and we are going to work on that. We're going to conclude that today. So I am going to act as a tour. You guys will be the uki. I will call out the movements as we go. Remember, we're going to start out with outside blocks. So I am going to put my right foot back to a flying stance. I'm the tour. You guys open ready position. On my hike, as I step forward to punch to your head, you're going to step back with your left foot, high block with your right hand. All right? I'll call out the movements as we go. All right? Just give me 1 second, guys. Someone just coming in a few minutes late. If I don't admit them, I can't get them on the screen, so I apologize. All right? All right. So on the hike, you're going to step back with your left foot, high block with your right hand. Fuku Kumite. Hey! There, I apologize. Let somebody else in. All right, good. All right. Josh, left foot back, right hand out. All right. On the hike, I'm going to step forward, punch to your chest. You step back, close middle block. Ready? Hike. Good. I'm going to step forward, punch to your groin. You step back, close low block. Ready? Hike. Same hit. That's it. Very, very good. All right. Now, you're going to see step forward, punch to my head. Ready? Hike. Good. You're going to step forward, punch to my chest. Ready? Hike. One more. You're going to step forward, punch to my groin. Ready? Hike. All right, here we go now. Here we go. No kibadachis right now. It's all front stances. So when we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go back and forth. So I'm going to step forward. I'm going to punch to your head. Ready? Hike. Good. You step forward, punch to my chest. Ready? Hike. Now, as I step forward, I'm going to punch to your groin. You step back, low block, kibadachi. Ready? Hike. Good. Very good. You guys should be facing left, and I am facing right. Kibadachi. All right? You're going to step forward, your left foot at me, punch to my head. Ready? Hike. Good. I'm going to step forward. I'm going to punch to your chest. Ready? Hike. Very, very good. You're going to step forward, punch to my groin. Ready? Hike. Kibadachi. This time now, I'm facing left and you're facing right. Very good. Now I'm going to step forward, punch to your chest. You see, step back, left foot, middle block. Ready? Hike. Okay. Just like in Fukukata, from where I am right here, I'm going to punch to your groin. You're going to do a downward low block with that middle block hand. Ready? Hike. With your reverse punch hand, left hand, you're going to punch to my groin. Ready? Punch. And I block. Now, I'm going to avoid the sweep and chop. Listen to me first. Watch me first. I'm going to avoid the sweep. I'm going to come down with a Struto strike to the top of the head. You're going to adjust your stance into an open high block. Everybody got that? Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
You guys will be facing left, and I'll be facing right. So ready? Shorty, face me. Open hand. Left hand. Open high block. Well, you're going to be facing Kibadachi left-hand side. But look at me. Yeah, that's my boy. There you go. All right, good Kibadachis, guys. Good Kibadachi. All right, now you're going to see step forward. You're going to punch to my solar plex. Ready? Good. From there, you're going to reverse punch to my groin. Ready? Reverse punch. Ready? I'm going to reverse punch to your groin. 2-arm low block. Ready? Good. Now you're going to avoid the sweep. You're going to chop. You're going to end up in a Kibadachi facing the same way, right side. I'm going to end up in a Kibadachi left side, open high block. Ready? Lead hand, up, John, lead hand. Left foot forward, left hand strike. At me. Me. That's it. Strike. No, you're striking down. You're doing your strike. I'm open high block. All right? Now, I'm going to step forward, punch to your chest. You see, step back with that left foot, close middle block. Ready? Now, just like how we end Fukukata, and this is why I say it's an outside block. You're blocking right now. The first punch, reverse punch will be the floating rib. Ready? Punch. Chamber the other hand back. Good. Now the lunge punch to the face. Good. I step back, you step up. Open ready position. Fukukumite. All right? Pretty easy. It wasn't that hard doing it as a group. Anybody find any difficulties with that?
Sure.
All right, very, very good. Okay, guys, just give me 1 second. I just want to put down here, Josh, just make sure I don't forget. All right? All right, so we were working on a slew of gun defense the last week and a half. And again, you know how I feel about the weapon defense because it's what it calls for today's age. Gun, knife, club. We're not invincible. It just gives you a chance if it's a threat. But if I'm far away, no matter what training you have, what belt you have, who you are, it doesn't make a difference. If you want to be shot, if they want to shoot you, they're going to shoot you. All right? So I'm gonna use Sharice today because it's very hard to kind of attack myself and defend myself and show you at the same time. All right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to face you in a side stance. Today, we are going to go underneath the neck or the chin. All right? Now, right now, Sharice has me as a one-arm threat. That means the weapon hand is the attacking hand. Okay? Whether she's attacking with one hand or she grabs my shoulder with the other hand, it really makes no difference. The only difference is that if she does with two hands, the one hand comes up in the middle of those hands as you're complied. Everybody got that?
Sure.
All right? So if this hand's not grabbing, I'm still complying this way. If she grabs me with two, I'm still complying, but this hand's not to the outside, it's to the inside. So I'm just going to bring my hand up here. Everybody got that?
Sure.
All right. So we talk about the biggest thing is getting out of the line of fire. Now, I don't really have a lot of time because the line of fire is right here. So I'm not stepping. Most of the times I'm turning. When I'm turning, the line of fire will move away from my neck, and at the same time, I'm going to grab. Now, when we talk about grab, guys, and this is the biggest thing here, you see Sharice's thumb. When you grab, and I know it's going to be very hard to visualize this, you want to grab not the wrist, you want to grab right underneath that thumb. When you grab underneath that thumb, you control the weapon hand. Anything lower, you have no control of that weapon hand. So picture, you see the thumb? Right there, right underneath that knuckle, that and that webbing, that is where you want to control it against your chest. Everybody got that visual?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to do right now, again, makes no difference. One threat, two-hand threat makes no difference. I'm going to comply. All right? She's going to grab me with two. She feels comfortable too. As I bring my hand up in the middle, as I'm complying, I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at her, but I'm looking at you now just to demonstrate it. As I comply, I'm going to turn out of the line of fire. I'm just going to pivot. I'm not moving my feet. As I do that, I'm going to grab that gun. Simultaneously, I'm going to strike right to the forearm, right here. You see where the gun is? It goes off, line of fire's out, strike is here. From here, I strike to the face or to the neck. You see the same techniques all the time. I grab, knee kick, and I put that foot down. Now, this is the toughest part, especially in class, guys. Anybody want to move up and watch. Right now, here is the gun, shaft of the gun. I'm going to turn my hand around so I'm looking at my fingers. As I break, I rip, and then I strike, and I come back and draw. Everybody got that?
Sir.
All right, so one more time. So it makes no difference whether it's one hand or two hand. I comply. Only difference if it's two hands, the hand goes in the middle of those arms. From here, I comply. As I turn and pivot line of fire, right underneath that thumb knuckle. Simultaneously strike. No matter what I do with this or my legs, my hands don't move. This hand's got to be against my chest for control. Face, neck, grab, knee, and right down. You don't got to knock them off balance. Turn. You should be looking at your knuckles, your four knuckles. As I rip and turn it 90 degrees, out, I strike, and I step back, and I control. All right? Everybody got that? All right. So I know it's a little hard to visualize the gun, but we're going to do the best you possibly can. All right? On there? All right? So this is what I'd like you to do. I'm going to have that gun in my hand. So what happens again? Whatever hand that gun, that weapon's in, that's the way that you're going to turn and strike to and grab. All right? So everybody open ready position. We'll try to do this together. One of the hardest ones here. So right now I'm going to have it underneath your chin. So from here you're going to comply. Now again, if I had two hands, one on your arm, on your shoulder here, the other arm will go in the middle of my arms. Everybody got that?
Sir.
All right. So you're going to pivot to your left. Your left hand is going to grab the thumb of the weapon, and the right hand is going to strike. So on the high call, let's get to your complies, guys. Comply. Maddie, hands up. You got to comply. It's part of the, yep, that's part of it. So from here, listen, man, anything you want. Turn, boom! Now make sure that left hand is on the thumb. But remember what I said, guys, it's got to be against your chest. It can't be out in floating land because then you have no control. Your left hand is against your chest. Everybody got that? Your right hand is your strike. From there, back fist to the head or to the neck. Grab on, knee kick, and come straight down. Now take your hand, and you should grab that barrel of the gun. Your fingers and your knuckles are looking at you. Rip it 90 degrees, pull out, strike, and step back. All right? Are you okay with that?
Sir.
All right, very, very good. All right, so let's try it again. We have, again, gun threat to underneath the neck. Underneath the neck, right here. It's right here underneath that neck, under that chin. All right, so again, comply. We don't go with a weapon. We don't go real close. But again, depending on if it's one arm, two arm, it depends if I go in the middle or just regular here. All right, so here we go now. As we comply, hands up. Ready, hey! Boom. Keep it against your chest. Look at my hand against my chest. Right under that thumb, I got it. That thumb and that web. All right? That right hand's a strike right here to the forearm. From there, back fist it right to the neck or to the temple area. With that hand, that's your action hand. Take that right hand now, grab that shoulder, bring in knee kick. Now, grab the barrel of that gun. Here we go. Fingers, knuckles towards you, right? Rip out 90 degrees. Rip it out. Strike, come back and control. Okay. How everybody doing with that one? Everybody feel okay with that?
Yes, sir.
All right. Very, very good. Good job. Good job. Guys, remember one thing. there's an array of gun defenses. In fact, I'm here at the dojo, and if you see this here up here, and maybe it's good for YouTube later, if you can read it, there is 10 different defenses or threats from gun. And most of them are different beginning steps to them, depending on where they are. Remember, behind the ear and to the side of the head are different approaches, right? Front of the head, front of the chest, a little different approaches. But you have 10 of them. So the biggest thing is, again, getting them quick in your head, that quick reaction, hand-eye coordination, and getting out a lot of fire. The one thing that we don't want to do is start stepping around with that. Most of it is turning out a lot of fire. That's all we're doing. All right, that's all we're doing. All right. So let's go again. Let's go to underneath the neck. We got the gun to the neck, and I found out that as long as I on YouTube that I don't put this is for kids, it seems like they've been leaving us alone. They haven't deleted any of my videos. So underneath the neck. All right, comply. All right, very, very good. From this position here, ready, hike, boom. Left hand in that chest. Back fist. Good. Grab on knee kick. Good. Grab that barrel, grab that weapon. Okay, 90-degree turn, rip it out, strike, and come back. Very, very good. Good job, good job, good job. Now, remember one thing, guys, like in anything, whether it's a punch or kick, sparring, self-defense, open hand, knife defense, club defense, gun defense, you don't have anybody on that hook for a minute, and they're going to freeze frame for you until you get your job done right or your self-defense done right. If they find themselves in danger, they're going to try to get off that hook, and it's your job to control it. So, again, reaction is so important, and time is important. You want to try to get this down as fast as you can. This shouldn't take any longer than a 5-second rule like we do in our defense. All right? How many people feel comfortable with that so far? Everybody okay? All right? Here we go. You're on the clock. Again, take your time, but again, I like you to get to it before the 5-second rule. So what I want you to do is I want you to start with your comply. On the hike, I want you to go to the end. All right? I'm going to count out in here in YouTube if you want to go back and look at you on how long it took you to get to the ending before I got to 5. Ready? Go! 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. All right. So I got the 5 Mississippi. Most of you guys are already back in the control mode, but you can go look back at this video later and see exactly, to kind of quicken up a little bit. All right. You want to catch them by surprise. All right. Again, comply. You ready? Hey, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi. All right, very, very good. Good job. Very, very good. Okay. So, guys, one thing that I'm going to start today, what I want to do is like anything else in martial arts. And that's the benefit, listen, we didn't put ourselves here. This wasn't our plan. We're dealing with it like everybody else does. Is it more conducive to training in the dojo? Absolutely, but we all don't have a choice right now. So what we are doing is keeping these movements fresh in our own homes, living room, outdoors, wherever, basement, garages. All right, that's the most important thing. I have a lot of students that are not training. That's their problem. That's their fault. But you never know what happens when I'm going to come back on the people that I do reward, the people that have been training on a consistent basis. All right, because I think it's important. Martial arts is constant, keeping your blade sharp every day. If you don't keep your blade sharp, 2 more seconds is to tell whether or not you get hit or not get hit. All right. So what I want to start today, and I'm going to work on the beginnings of next week, and then go something different, is 1-step gun defense. And it's going to make you think. And I'm going to put a little round robin. I'm going to limit the techniques today. I'm not going to work on all 10. Basically, we worked on about, I would say, close to 10 in the last week and a half, 2 weeks. I think we covered it all. I think we did chest. We did chest. We did head. We did chin under the chin. We did side of the head to the temple. We did side of the head behind the ear last week. We did front of the elbow, right? on last week, we did behind the elbow, right? Last week, we did lower, the back, lower back, the head, and the only one that we didn't do was behind our back. The person comes behind our back and puts it to the side of our head. That's the only one we didn't do. So we did 9 out of the 10, and basically the 10th one we've done in class, but we need more review on because that's the hardest one. So open ready position. So what I'm going to do is this. They all basically start with a comply. So whether you want to comply like this, don't put it too far up. You know, put it mid-level here depending on the movement. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to call out one movement. I'm going to call out one gun threat. On that gun threat, I want you to do the first movement of that gun threat. The first movement. Because the first movement is the most important one. Deal?
Yes, sir.
Right. Threat to the head. Go! There. Good. Drop it down and up. Very up. Drop it down and up. From there, you kick, you step forward, pop it in and out. Good. Open ready position. Comply. Chest. Hike. Good. Very, very good. Everybody got that, guys. Everybody turn. You parried it. You would step. You didn't do it, and I understand it because it's only one move. You punch. You go under the hand, under the weapon, and then turn it in. Very, very good. All right? All right, open ready position. Here we go now. Comply. Under the chin. Hike. Don't step. Don't step. Remember, we just did that today. Under the chin was just what we did today. Don't step. Just turn at it a line of fire. So open ready position. Comply again. Comply. Ready. Under the chin. Hike. A knife strike with that right hand. Right hand would strike. Left hand is your grabbing hand. Good. All right, open ready position. All right. This time now. Gun threat. Lower back. Go. Very good. You pivot with that left foot. You step in. Simultaneously strike. Left hand goes under the elbow. You strike. You would do your knee kick. You go forward with it. And the same defense that you just did with now. It would be the same defense. You grab that gun. You rip. You pull out. And you strike. Same one that you just did under the chin. So a lot of these endings are very similar. Whether it's under the gun or rip 90 degrees, pull out, strike, and control. Everybody got it?
Yes, sir.
All right. One more. Comply. Head, height. Okay, open ready position. Comply. I lied. Back of the head, height. Same move. There you go. Same move as your back. Left hand under, right hand elbow strike, just like that MP drill we worked on last night. Okay, good. Open ready position. Good job, guys. Very, very good. Listen up. I do mean it. Listen, you might say, I see everybody here. I make corrections on everybody here based on what I'm looking at here. That's why I'm looking at you. Okay, that's why I get in close to look at you. All right? Not my job just to go through and not worry about you guys. I want to worry about your technique and making sure you get it right. I want to tell you something. You're proud of yourself. Very, very, very hard weapon defense. Very, very tough. But again, that's what it is nowadays. I was Christian's dad a couple weeks ago. We were texting back and forth. When I trained back in early 90, late 80s, early 90, we didn't really have a whole lot of gun defense out there. And the knife defense was horrible. It was basically straight on blocks against the knife, which you would never do. So as a martial artist, you can adapt to anything. You know, the greatest thing about martial arts is a kick's a kick and a punch is a punch. And a block is a block. And you can mold and change in different ways and adapt. Maybe this move is not that good. Maybe I'll take a little of this move and a little of that move and put it together. But the most important thing is protecting yourself and disarming that person. So great job on that gun defense today. On next Tuesday night, I am going to go through 9 of them. I am going to go through the first part of it of our class on the first move of gun threat. All right, just to keep your brain fresh. Wanna go back to YouTube? I can see on my YouTube of how many post views I get on this. I'm not saying you have to. I see how many post views I get. Go on there and look at that. abreast yourself. Pretend this is like a class that you're taking in school. Look at it and learn from it, because guarantee you're going to see it again. Hopefully not outside this dojo, but only inside this dojo. Deal?
Yes, sir.
Guys, I wish everybody a great weekend. Listen again, as I said again, for most people I've heard from, if I didn't hear from you yet from my text, just please respond back to my text, because I am just taking a consensus and writing everybody's names down on my list so I know how to go proceed forward. Again, I don't have any definitive date yet, but I would assume it's probably going to be sometime in July. All right? Deal?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Guys, have a great night. I'll see everybody next week.
All right.
See everybody.